buckle up, everybody, because today we are diving deep into something a little different.
Oh, yeah. And what would that be?
Well, we're going to take a sneak peek at 2025.
2025.
2025. And to do that, we're going to unpack some astrological predictions
Oh, wow.
from two very different sources, actually.
Okay, lay it on me.
So first up, we've got the renowned Bijan Darawala's team.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're known for their super detailed forecasts.
Yeah, super detailed, like down to the...
Oh, yeah, month-by-month predictions for each zodiac sign.
Wow.
It's like your own personal cosmic calendar with all the little hints.
I love that.
Yeah, and you know what I love about their predictions?
What's that?
They don't just give you the general overview. It's very specific.
Okay, give me an example.
So it's not just, hey, Virgo's love is in the air this year. It's more like, hold on tight, Virgos, because Mercury's about to stir things up in your love life early in the year.
Oh, spicy.
Yeah, a little bit of drama early in the year. But then don't stress, because later on, Venus will be there to help you sort out your finances.
Oh, so they balance it out.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that balance.
I like that.
Yeah, so that's Bijan Darawala's team.
Okay, so who's the other source?
All right, so for our second source, we're tapping into the wisdom of Vedic astrology with Astrosage.
Vedic astrology. Interesting.
Yeah, they offer a totally different perspective. It's more about the broader themes and influences that might shape your year.
Okay, so kind of like the big picture view.
Exactly, the panoramic view of your cosmic landscape, if you will.
I like it. So how do Astrosage's predictions differ from Darawala's?
Well, one thing that really stands out is that Astrosage often highlights different aspects of a sign's journey compared to Western astrology.
Okay, any examples?
For sure. So for all you Libras out there, Astrosage is painting a very positive picture overall, especially after May.
Oh, wow. So good news for Libras.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what's even more interesting?
What's that?
This contrasts quite a bit with what we saw in Darawala's prediction. Yeah, it just goes to show you that there are many ways to interpret the cosmic energies. And that's what makes this so cool.
Totally. It's like having two different maps of the same terrain, each one revealing different landmarks, different paths to take.
I love that analogy. It's so true. And by looking at both Bijan Darawala's predictions and Astrosage's forecasts, we're getting a much richer, more nuanced understanding of what 2025 could bring.
It's all about perspective, right?
It totally is. It's like getting dressed in the morning. You wouldn't just look at one item of clothing and say, yep, that's my outfit for the year.
You got to try things on, see what works together.
Exactly. And that's what we're doing here with these predictions. We're trying them on, seeing how they fit with our own lives and experiences.
Love it. So where do we go from here?
Well, now that we've got a taste of what these two astrological powerhouses have to say about 2025, it's time to roll up our sleeves and dig into the good stuff.
The juicy details.
Oh, yeah. We're talking specific planetary transits, their potential impact on your love life, your career, your finances, the whole shebang. All right, so we've got these two cosmic maps spread out in front of us.
We do.
And we're ready to see what kind of terrain we're dealing with in 2025.
Absolutely.
But it's not just about the year in general.
No, of course not.
We want to know what this all means for, like, on a personal level.
Exactly. We want to know what it means for you.
For you listening right now. So how do we do that?
Well, we have to understand how the planets are going to be influencing us throughout the year.
The planets? Okay, so we're not just talking about, like, Mercury retrograde here.
Oh, no, we're talking about the whole cosmic crew.
Okay, so who are the major players we should be paying attention to?
Well, one planet that both Bijan Darawala and Astrosage highlight is Jupiter.
Jupiter, the planet of luck and abundance, right?
That's the one.
Okay, so does this mean everyone's going to be rolling in dough in 2025?
Well, not quite.
Not quite. Okay, tell me more.
So Jupiter is a powerful influence, but it's not just about whether it's in the sky. It's about where it's transiting in your birth chart.
Ah, the birth chart. Our own personal cosmic blueprint.
Exactly. So, for example, let's say you're a Capricorn listening to this.
Okay, Capricorn, I'm all ears.
And Jupiter just so happens to be spending a good chunk of 2025 in your second house.
The second house. Now, remind me again what the second house is all about.
The second house is traditionally associated with things like your earned income material possessions, your sense of security and stability.
So Jupiter in the second house for Capricorns. That sounds promising.
It does suggest that Capricorns might find it a bit easier to attract financial abundance in 2025.
Okay, so we're talking like maybe raise a new job, or some unexpected financial windfall.
Exactly. It's all about those opportunities to enhance your material world.
I like the sound of that. But it's never that simple, is it?
Well, in this case, we also have to consider the influence of Saturn.
Saturn. The planet of discipline and hard work.
Precisely. And Saturn will be transiting Capricorn's third house, which rules communication, learning, and short-distance travel.
So what did that mean for our Capricorn friends?
Well, it suggests that success won't necessarily come easy in 2025.
So no free rides.
Not exactly, but it does mean that with hard work, dedication, and a willingness to learn new things, Capricorns can really make the most of Jupiter's generous influence.
So it's a matter of being prepared for those Jupiter opportunities when they come knocking.
Absolutely.
I like it. It's a reminder that we have to meet the universe halfway.
Exactly. And this interplay between Jupiter and Saturn is something we're going to see reflected in different ways for all the signs.
Okay, so we've talked about Jupiter, we've talked about Saturn. Are there any other major players in this cosmic drama we should be aware of?
Well, there is one more transit I want to touch on.
Lay it on me.
The lunar nodes.
Ah, yes, the lunar nodes. Those always seem to cause a bit of a stir.
They do, don't they? So for those who might need a little refresher, the lunar nodes aren't actually planets themselves.
They're not.
No. They're what we call mathematical points in space.
Okay, and what do these mathematical points represent?
They represent the points where the moon's orbit intersects with the ecliptic, which is the sun's apparent path from our perspective here on Earth.
Okay, got it. And what do these points of intersection have to do with our lives?
Well, in astrology, the south node represents our past,
The past, okay.
our comfort zones, our karmic patterns, the things we might be ready to let go of.
Interesting. And the north node?
The north node, on the other hand, points us toward our future, our soul's purpose, our potential for growth, the lessons we're meant to learn in this lifetime.
So it's like this push and pull between where we've been and where we're meant to go.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to see this ties into 2025.
Good, because in 2025, the nodes will be shifting into new signs.
Oh, a big shift.
A big shift, which can be a time of significant transition and transformation for many people.
Okay, so who's this nodal shift going to be especially significant for?
Well, one sign that stands out is Aries.
Aries. Okay, Aries, what do you have in store for 2025?
Well, with the North Node moving into Aries, you might feel a surge of energy and motivation. It's a time to step into your power, embrace your individuality, and really go after what you want.
Sounds exciting.
It is. And then for our Libra friends,
Yes, Libras.
with the South Node moving into Libra, 2025 might be a time of some internal restructuring.
Internal restructuring.
Yeah. It's a time to reflect on your relationships, to release any old patterns or beliefs that no longer serve you, and to create healthier, more balanced connections.
Balance. Here's that word again.
It keeps coming up, doesn't it?
It does.
Mm.
Seems like finding balance is going to be a major theme for everyone in 2025.
Absolutely. And you know what else is interesting?
What's that?
Astrosage actually offers some really practical advice on how to navigate these energies.
Did you?
They do. It's like they're giving us a little cosmic cheat sheet.
Oh, I love a good cheat sheet.
Yeah.
What kind of advice are we talking about? Like little tips and tricks for each zodiac sign.
Exactly. It's like they're saying, hey, we see you, and here are some things you can do to work with these cosmic energies.
I love that. So spill the tea. What kind of advice does Astrosage have for us?
Well, let's start with our Taurus friends, because Astrosage has a rather interesting suggestion for them.
Okay, Taurus, what is it?
Get ready to shine, because Astrosage suggests incorporating a little more silver into your life this year.
Silver. Okay, interesting. Why silver?
Well, in astrology, silver is often associated with the moon, which, as you know, governs our emotions, our intuition, our sense of peace.
Okay.
And for Taurus, a sign that thrives on stability and grounding, having that silver energy around, could be really beneficial.
So how should our Taurus listeners be incorporating this silver energy?
Well, they could try wearing silver jewelry or incorporating silver elements into their homes.
I like it. It's like a little cosmic bling.
Exactly.
All right, so what about Geminis? What does Astrosage have in store for them?
Well, remember how we were talking about 2025 being a year of change and transformation for Geminis?
Yeah.
Astrosage suggests that a great way for Geminis to navigate these shifts is to connect with their spirituality.
Finding that inner compass.
Yeah.
Do they give any specifics on how to do that?
They do. They suggest exploring practices like meditation, spending time in nature, or even reconnecting with religious or spiritual beliefs.
I love that.
Yeah,
It's all about finding what resonates with you personally.
exactly. And you know what? That's great advice for everyone, really.
It is. It is. There's something so powerful about connecting with something bigger than ourselves.
Absolutely.
So we've talked about silver, we've talked about spirituality. Is there anything else Astrosage highlights that we should keep in mind as we head into 2025?
Well, one thing that both Bijan Durawala and Astrosage emphasized was the importance of hard work.
Hard work.
Hard work, no matter what your sign is, 2025 is not going to be a year to just sit back and coast.
So no free rides.
Not exactly,
You-
but it is a reminder that we have the power to shape our own destinies.
Okay, I like that. So it's not like the stars are dictating our every move.
No, not at all. They're more like offering us a nudge in a certain direction.
So it's more like having a tailwind rather than someone pushing you along.
Precisely. You still have to do the work, but the conditions are favorable.
I like that analogy.
Mm.
And speaking of things that require effort and a little bit of elbow grease,
What are you hinting at?
well, both Bijan Darawala and Astrosage also stress the importance of patience in 2025.
Patience. Ah, yes, the virtue we all aspire to but sometimes struggle with.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
So, why do you think patience is going to be so important in the coming year?
Well, I think it's a reminder that things take time. We're so used to instant gratification in this day and age.
Yeah, we want it all, and we want it now.
Exactly. But some things just can't be rushed. They need time to develop, to unfold, to blossom.
I love that visual, planting seeds and trusting the timing of our lives.
It's a beautiful way to look at it. And it's a good reminder that we don't always have to be in control.
Sometimes surrendering to the process is the most powerful thing we can do.
Absolutely. And that's a great takeaway as we wrap up this deep dive into 2025.
It is. We've explored the potential highs and lows, the opportunities and challenges that await us.
We've looked at the cosmic energies at play.
And we've even gotten a little cosmic cheat sheet to help us navigate the year ahead.
But ultimately, it's up to each of us to decide how we want to experience 2025.
Exactly. The stars can guide us, but they don't define us.
You have the power to create your own destiny.
So go forth, dear listeners, and make 2025 a year to remember. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep looking up at the stars.